Hey, woo! Hey guys, it's 43 degrees here, and I'm in Central Texas, USA. This is Rusty 78609. There's a nice view of the skyline out over the Texas Hill Country. I'm at a little scenic overlook. I pull out here sometimes and take a look out over the Texas Hill Country. So I thought I'd start this video doing that today. It's Friday morning, about 8:45, and I'm on my way to do my walking at somewhere. And away we go. But you know, it reminds me up here on this hill when I'm traveling or RVing out west. You know, you pull out somewhere and you get to see scenes like this. That's what makes the RVing enjoyable for me, is just the scenery. You know, I know that people say, and I've said it myself, that, you know, the enjoyment is meeting new people, and I really don't care about meeting new people all that much. I mean, I do. You can't help but meet new people. But for me, the variety of just traveling around, you know, just seeing stuff, you know. And then when I get tired, I can always go back to my home base, and that's the way that is. So anyway, this is right off Park Road 4 in Central Texas. We've been here before. And the reason I'm doing this video today, this morning, is because the sun is not so bright and right in our face. I had a suggestion from a subscriber yesterday about doing videos. Says, well, you know, why don't you do them when you're coming back from Walmart instead of when you're going, because that way the sun wouldn't be so bright right in the camera. And he's very, very correct on that. But this morning, since the sun is kind of hidden behind some overcast clouds, we'll just go do a little drive, and that's about it. I don't have anything real scientific to talk about. But just out and about. And I know I get viewers from all over the world, you know, different parts of Europe, Asia, South America, and Canada, and places. And you know, and I know that if I was there and saw a video of somebody just driving around the countryside, I would enjoy that. Okay, for me. Not very many people do, obviously, because my channel doesn't get a hell of a lot of views. It gets a few, but not too many. But anyway, just a quickie here. Thank you again for using the Amazon link, all you guys that do. And I'll leave a link in every video. So if you choose to use it, do. It doesn't cost you a dime. You can you click on the link, go to Amazon. If you buy something, I get a small commission. It helps. If you choose to do it, fine. If you don't worry about it. Ain't a big deal. And what else? Moving right along here. This is Park Road 4. A lot of you have been on it a lot. But it's just my shortcut through the hill country, Texas Hill Country, to where I go do my exercise on cold mornings like today. It's 42. A little cool for me. And I can go to Lowe's, Hardware, or Walmart and do my walking in central air and heat, so I'll do that. Keep your health. RV, what a deal, man. I mean, I've lived in an RV, I can't believe it. It's about 30 years. Just about. Yeah, I'm almost exactly. It's crazy, and time just goes by, doesn't it? I mean, when I got out of college, I was living in a home that we'd built, or had built. And that was in I graduated from college in 1972. And so I lived in nice homes for a long time. A long time. Now I can't even hardly remember it. Living in a house, sticks and bricks. Crazy, isn't it? I used to look at people like me living in a trailer and thought, well, there's some poor old white trash there. I guess I did. I don't know what I did. I don't think I cared one way or another. I don't think I noticed. I don't think I'd ever been in an RV park until I got my first RV. When did I get my first RV? Right after I came back from Peace Corps, 95, late 95. Sure did. So that's only, let's see, 95, 05, 15. That's about 25 years, not quite 30. It doesn't matter, it's a long time. What a change, too, what a change. But I had so much stuff when I was downsizing. You know, I had furniture and clothes and junk and stuff. And gradually just whittled it all the way down to where I am now, where I've got 2 little plastic boxes of stuff under my carport, and that could be stolen and I would never miss it. And inside my little RV, my little 16-footer is not much. It's amazing what we don't need, man. It is amazing to me how little we need to exist, and how it's magnified by our marketing economy to the point where people have everything. I mean, of course, I know a lot of you have the big TVs and all that stuff, and that's great. You know, it's your money, you can do whatever the hell you want to with it. But for me, from my perspective, I look at it like, whoa. I mean, I'm trying to get less, and other people are trying to get more. I mean, I walk in Walmart sometimes, and I walk by those 60-inch TVs, and my God, there's no place in my RV I can put it without me having to sleep outside. I'm sure it's neat. I mean, I've just never done it, that's all. Never had one. Biggest TV I've had is 32 inch. But anyway, it's a changing world we live in. That's all. And if it didn't change all the time, how boring it would be. Viva la différence. Variety is the spice of life. It certainly adds flavor. I love my little corner of the world here. I do. Hardly any traffic on this little old road. I'm driving 40 miles an hour, just cruising. But all this property on both sides of the road a few years ago was large ranches, cattle ranches, and now they've all been broken up into smaller tracts. They're expensive, I have to tell you that. And they have turned them into little subdivisions, and a lot of people moving out here. And the reason they do, a lot of people move out here, of course, that are retired. And there are several, I don't know what percentage, but there's a lot of people that live here and telecommute, you know, do their job over the internet. Some of them actually drive to Austin once or twice a week to their techie jobs, and then the rest of the time they work from their home. They just have to have good internet, and that's it. So this area on both sides of the road, probably in another 10 years, will be, you'll see a lot of houses, be more traffic. And that's just the way it is. Is that bad? Shit, I don't know. Nothing I can do about it, so why worry about it? Sometimes I feel like an old mountain man, or how they must have felt when they saw humanity moving in around them by the thousands. They felt like they were getting closed in, so they would move further out in the wilderness till finally there wasn't any place to hide. I don't think they were hiding so much as they just enjoyed the loneliness, or not lonely, just I don't know, they just enjoyed the adventure. They enjoyed a natural life, a natural lifestyle. But I can relate to that. But God, that must have been awful tough. Every day you got up, you had to go hunt for food. Be sure you had plenty of water. That's every day. Just like, well, like an animal. We kind of do that now, but we go hunting at the grocery store. And our water's brought to us by pressurized water in pipes. Could I have done it? Oh, hell yeah. Without a doubt. I would have enjoyed it. I would have enjoyed the challenge. Of course, when you get older, though, you slow down, and pretty soon that old bear that you used to get away from, you'd be his lunch. What a way of life that must have been, though. Think about that. I mean, just total freedom. No cell phone, no news, no nothing. Just whatever you carried on your back was everything you possessed. And you had to be pretty careful with that so you didn't have too much weight. Most of the weight they carried was water, unless they were in an area where water was plentiful. They didn't have water filters of any kind. Think about that. They just drank it right out of the stream. Killed an animal, dried the skin, dried the hide and used it for something. Dried the meat because there wasn't any refrigeration. If you had salt, you could make jerky. Trap food, you get good at it. After a few days, you get real good at it. What a free feeling. Also, I imagine those guys just had eyes that could see through walls, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm just rambling on, guys, and this video may or may not get posted. I do a lot of videos that never get posted. I really do. I just go out and talk to myself, and then I think, nah, I'm not going to post that. Nobody wants to hear me. It's not a question of whether anybody wants to hear me or not. It's whether it's anything that somebody might benefit from. The world's so different. I mean, I'm 72. I mean, it's like I landed on another planet. I mean, I've got viewers that can't relate to me, that, you know, are critical of some of the things I say and do, but it's just perfectly natural for me. I mean, I don't even think about what I say and do. And I know I'm not politically correct, even though I've reined myself in considerably in the past year or so. I'm still way, way, way off base compared to a lot of folks. But does that bother me? Not one bit. So where are we now? We're on Highway 281 going south towards Marble Falls, Texas, at the speed of 55 miles an hour, getting 25.1 miles per gallon in my Ram 2017 V6 pickup. I do like my Ram. The next car I buy, you know, I was looking at electric cars. I think I mentioned in one video that'd be my next step. Get me an all-electric car. You know, even to operate, you know, an all-electric car, to charge it at 11 cents a kilowatt hour ends up costing you about 4 cents a mile to drive one. That's, you know, using 100% electricity, or at least that's the number I saw on Tesla's site. So about 4 cents a mile using electricity based on 11 cents per kilowatt hour. Well, in my Prius, when I had it, I was averaging about 53, 54 miles per gallon, which today that would be about, in this area, would be about 4 cents a mile. So that's the same as an all-electric vehicle. Of course, the big difference is you don't have to go to a gasoline station ever. Number two, you don't have to change the oil in an all-electric vehicle. I'm sure there's some other maintenance items, but the tires would be about the same. As far as your windshield washer stuff, but there's no spark plugs and all that. So engine maintenance would be, I guess, I don't know how long those batteries last. That seems to be the direction. Every manufacturer I've looked at is in the next, or either have come out with an all-electric vehicle or are fixing to. And what's that got to do with being a mountain man? I have no clue. You see how my mind wanders? I was in the West walking with my rifle. And now I'm thinking about driving an all-electric car. Central Texas, USA, on a nice day, overcast, going to be a high around 60 degrees, which is nice. I know a lot of you people would love to have that. No snow. We never get snow, or if we do, everybody just goes crazy. We do not know how to drive in snow and ice, and that is a fact because we rarely, if ever, get it. Even though we had some a week ago. Unbelievable. And south of me. I'll post some used or pre-owned RV videos later. Sometimes y'all hear what you think is road noise, and it'll be a truck beside me or behind me that you're hearing, because it's pretty quiet in here. I think I'll go to Walmart today and walk. Why? Well, I was at Lowe's last, so I'll go to Walmart. Something else I was watching a little bit of this morning, and again, this is a totally another topic. I go from A to Z. But I was looking at the trending on YouTube, and I was looking at foods and what different things about food. And there's a lot. Of course, I eat very little, if any, poultry or beef, and rarely fish. I mean, my diet consists mainly of fruits and veggies, lentils, beans, banana, an apple, oatmeal, blueberries, chia seeds, flax seeds, what else? Every now and then I'll have a slice of pizza, one slice, not often. One pizza from the grocery store, one of those big ones, will last me a month. They cut it up into 8 slices. And that's a big treat for me to have a slice of pizza. That is a big treat. And I'm going to do it tonight because it's Friday night. My big Friday night on the town. I'll have one slice of pizza and a glass of wine and read a book. I used to go hang out in bars. Boy, did I. Woo! Jeez, did I. If I had a nickel forever, if I had the money back that I'd spent in bars, I'd be driving a Class B fancy thing. I'd be driving a road trek. That would be ideal, but man, that is so much money. Good God. Even the base model, the cheapest one I could find, $60,000. Gasoline here at Walmart in Central Texas, Marble Falls, Texas, is 202.9. Never forget the .9. Anyway, I'm going to pull in here and end this video, and I may not post it, but we'll think about it. And for those of you that think about it, use that Amazon link. It does help, and I do appreciate it. And what else can I say? She's just finishing up. Perfect. Anyway, guys, from Central Texas, USA, this is Rusty78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, bye USA, mate. Well, buy whatever you want, but if you think about it, use the Amazon link. And what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you. In fact, it's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and other things. Stretch, walk. Take deep breaths to relieve stress, and enjoy your life one day at a time. It's Christmas, folks. Put a smile on your face. Adios.